Good day guys, once again I'm Dexter Allen Nabule from Koi42 and I'm going to talk about the Raspberry Pi uh, activity 6. So we're waiting, so let's start. So in this slide, this is very simple because this slide just show what we are need and the components that we need. So the first thing is we have learned fundamental Python. Let's use what we have learned to complicated scenarios with inputs and multiple outputs to set up for this lesson. So first we need three red LED lights, 2 yellow, 3 LED, 3 green LED lights rather, 10 male to female jumper and 1 male to male jump. So in this slide shows how the program will works and how this program will set up to Arduino to be able to function this project. So in order to create this program, no more further knowledge of this Python is required. We are simply using this same material to controlling 3 LED lights as we used to control an LED. So starts with the program in input the RP1 to GPI1 to GPI1 to and so on and so forth. This slide just shows simply the program of our system. Now in this slide, the hardware's inputs, we have already learned about the keyboard's inputs in previous lessons, and hardware inputs are pretty much identical. So the only difference is that in order for the Raspberry Pi to understand the hardware, as we input you to have state it when you set up the GPIO pins. So setting up the GPIO pins is very important because once you misplace the GPIO pins or maybe the jump male to male wire or male to female wire, you can you can't be able to function the system. So the next slide is all about the finishing touches of the program. So we should notice that after running the program and after pressing the button that tens of the button pressed and display on the screen. This is because within the bottom there is a tiny spring after I press the button, and the first time its spring will continue to bounce for quite some time. The system will register each bounce as a separate button press. Excuse me. This is not what we want, and therefore a new type of if statement is required. And now in this slide, this is where we apply the if statement. We have already learned the if statement, that can be used to check whether something is equal to something else. However, if statement also work for another mathematical symbol such as greater than and less than. For multiplying button 2 PIs, we will use it to stop the system for registering the spring bounce as a multiple button press. Lastly is the calling program, and the calling refers to the not running a piece of code from a different location in a program, and this is used to stop repeating of code. Instead, you can just call the code using one line. For my button 3, we will call a program that we created earlier. This program will show you how to call the the line. Sorry. So that is it. I hope you learn another lesson about me. Thank you. Once again, I'm Dexter Alan Nabule from Koi 42, and thank you.